Yo, Hawks fans, what it do? New pack. What it do? What it do? We got the Pistons and Hawks this evening, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Let me bring Lou in. Thank you. Yo,
Yo, what's
we're
going on,
live,
man?
man.
Welcome back, Hawks
What's
fans.
up? What's up?
What's up, Mike? How you feeling, man? Preseason had me feeling one way. The start of this season's got me feeling another way. But it's not like I don't think they can be as good as I thought they initially could. It's just not going to be as fast and as quick as I thought it was. I thought the transition was going to be a lot faster. But I think if they keep on being a really good defensive team or a decent defensive team, and we start to hit shots and get more into a flow, this team's
Mm-hmm.
going to be dangerous by the time playoff comes. That's what I still think.
I believe so, especially if we can get the performance that we got the first matchup against the Pistons this last game. I'm not going to say that we just played the best game, that we can play, but I did
Team
like the way
manned up.
Trey approached that game and the way Trey played the game from beginning to end. And we get Trey to play in a sense that way to where he's like almost batting 100% of his decision making is, a tough team to beat.
He manned up. I think the whole team manned up. I think the way that game is exemplified is the play by John Collins. I think when he had that bad turnover, he ran about
Mhm.
80 feet, full sprint, blocked that
Yeah,
shot
he
LeBron style. I think
definitely
that
hustled back.
that encapsulated the effort and the pride they took in trying to win that game, which I don't know existed before. So I think there's something brewing that at first take we might just see Capella struggling or Trey struggling with the shot, taking long 3-pointers and not making them as often. It's kind of irritating a few people. But honestly, man, if all that starts to even out as the season goes, and we still have that type of defensive attitude, I think we're going to be a better team in the playoffs.
Yeah, I
Because
agree. I agree.
we still have
So,
what other teams don't have, which is a guy they can just go in and score in the playoffs.
yeah, man. I don't want to get too excited, man, but I feel you, bro. I'm right there with you. I'm definitely with you, man.
Hunter's got a
I get some of my
Hunter's got
comments.
about a B plus for me to start off the season. I mean, he's not doing great, but he's not hurt. So I think that's good. I think Double O's kind of a weird place right now, but he's going to find his groove, and I think John Collins is excelling even what I thought he was capable of. Because even when he's having a bad night, he's still impacting the game, and I can see it.
Oh yeah, JC's been playing extremely well. So yeah, there's definitely no complaints there. I just wanted to be known to, Hawks fans though, if they pay attention though. I stopped trying to trade John Collins before last season.
Well, let's talk about this that was brought up about Cade because in the second half Murray made it really tough for Cade, and I don't think we start off the game that way. So I'd like to see Hunter back. I'd like to see Hunter back on him, and if not, put Hunter on Bogdanovich and don't let him get as much airspace as he did before. But I think Hunter on Cade makes sense.
Lift your arm, shit's going down. Okay.
What do you think? What do you think, Drama? Do you think we should start off with Hunter, or do we go straight to Murray on Cade?
I think we do exactly what we did last time.
Start off with Hunter.
Yeah, just do what we did last time. I mean, let's be real here. Bogdanovich not finna shoot 57% from three again.
He might. He like heating us up.
No, he not. Not with that many attempts. And I mean, like I said, I think we played an overall good game.
Yeah.
You're gonna have. I mean, you can't stop everybody.
Right.
It was extremely hot.
Yeah, there were a couple of mind mess ups towards the end of that game that I think we can clean up. But I think we're starting to get on the same page late in the game, which I think is good to see. But we have to learn to kind of put our foot on the gas, and honestly, Murray and Trey got to make and take those shots or make those shots.
Well,
damn, Chauncey.
Trey had a good game. Trey had a decent shooting night, except free shot. Then his shooting good. DeJounte shots he normally make, they were just short for some reason. Like all his that mid range free throw.
We can't hear anything because Chauncey's rambling over there. You
Sorry,
good?
go ahead.
Mike, man. But what was I saying? But yeah, DeJounte shots, those shots he normally make right from that free throw mid range area, they were just weird. Every look that he hit was short. So
Yeah.
I mean,
And, you know, I think that's conditioning. I think that once they get their legs underneath them, these shots are going to start falling, and the defense is still. I mean, we are getting transition baskets. I mean, we didn't see any of this last year. I'm excited about the way they're playing defense and transitioning the ball.
Well, that's for a reason. Though. That's one reason, literally. I mean, it was a
Murray.
good trade. Yeah, I'm about to say. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I even see Hunter playing the passing lanes now.
I mean, yeah, he doing well, but that's just impact. That's all, you know. That's just impact, bro. Like that's the obvious impact that. Yeah, I mean, we always hoping for. I pretty much assumed that it was gonna happen, but yeah, that's just the obvious impact of what Murray is added to the team. I know that I mean, I was kind of saying, I mean, people can't take it the wrong way though, but I feel like Murray, even if you're not looking at, you know, the bad shooting like the last couple games and turnovers, though, he's slick like can be, and to me is or whatever, like the MVP of the team, because whatever we go, whatever, I believe that just his impact on the intangibles on like a star level capacity, you know, it's just gonna take us. And then and you see how it's unlocked John Collins a bit more too, you know. So yeah, there's no denying that.
I agree. We got to work out we got to work out these rotations because you know, he sometimes throws Murray in there with Capella, and then it's the Capella and Trey show all the time. Like Trey needs more spacing. He needs shooters out there with him.
I mean, Bogey got to come back.
He runs that same every night, bro.
What's that?
I said he. Can you hear me? What's that beeping noise, man?
I don't know who that.
But what I'm about to say was, you know, Nate run that same rotation every night. The only time he adjusts that rotation was the other night when Trey got that early foul trouble. Besides that, it's the exact same rotation at the exact same times. And my question,
predictable,
not the pivot, but this is concerning, man. Why are we only running 9 players?
Why are we not playing Kaminsky at all? Like,
I'll speak to that a little bit.
What's up?
I mean, I know everybody gonna hate it, but like, yeah, 9 players, okay. You got. I know that seemed like a playoff thing or whatever, but really in the playoff stuff get cut down to probably 7. You know what I'm saying, or whatever in the playoffs. To be honest with you, and then like, you know, at the most maybe 8 if you really to it. But yeah, you got your 5 guys that you going with, and then you got 4 subs. You probably can go 10, say you swap out all 5 though, but he obviously staggering Murray and Trey. We understand in the past how the offense really bogged down when Trey left the court. So okay, we solving that in a sense with Murray. So he's staggering that lineup. And the other people are there, to be honest with you, for bad case scenario. Somebody get hurt, this and that, whatever. I mean, that's just how it goes. I just feel like we shouldn't really expect it to.
Hold on, Mike.
I think he does deserve some time.
Mike,
I do. I was just gonna say I think he do.
Mike, but listen to this. It's even deeper than that. Do you think in a game when he sees that we need shooting, why not try to put AJ in there? Like that's what we're saying is like, why not use the pieces accordingly?
I know that's where you was gonna go, bro, but it's only like 4 games into the season, and these are like veteran players. Like, okay, Justin Holiday, for example, that's who you're gonna be playing AJ over right now at the moment. You know, it's Justin Holiday. You taking minutes from him. Yeah, you could probably say that, but at the same time, can you say for sure that AJ can consistently through 4 quarters make the veteran decision in the sense that Justin say? Yeah, he could probably get some shots up or whatever, but is he always gonna have the perfect rotation, the right timer, this and that? And you got to give Justin the time to actually do his shooting because he's shown that he can shoot.
Okay,
so you don't want to pull him so quick. You're gonna stick to your rotation for a little minute at least.
That's fine. That's fine. But but other teams are definitely trying stuff out with their young guys and they're getting results. What I'm saying is that we're missing out on an opportunity early in the season when we have a young guy that can come in and not have dead legs and shoot the ball. Like I don't understand the proclivity to not play these guys early on. Like these are top draft picks that we.
I'm gonna give my take on it real quick.
Yeah.
Last year, we moved on from 4 rotational pieces last year. You had Herter, you had Gallo, you had Lou Williams, and you had DeLon Wright. Those guys were 4 rotational pieces. Well, at least when Lou Williams wasn't hurt, and so he had to bring in 3 more rotational pieces, meaning Jalen Johnson getting burned now, and then you got the Holiday brothers. What I'm assuming, this is just me assuming that he's trying to get a rhythm with his main rotational guys, and Bogey gonna be the 10th guy when he comes back. I see what you're saying, Lou, about why not just get him in to get up a couple of shots. But here's my issue: what kind of shape is he in? Like he missed a lot of important time to be on the floor over the summer. He didn't play none in the summer league. Minimal to none in the summer league. He got in a couple of the preseason games. How much can he give you?
If you're not going to try him now, though, Chauncey, when are you going to try him? Later on, when the season's more important?
I mean, trust me. I get why you asked the question. It's just.
He's shown enough to be a pure shooter to get him out there with DeJounte Murray to space it out so DeJounte Murray can at least, even the threat of what he has done already is enough to cause the lanes to open up for DeJounte Murray to get even closer. It's obvious basketball.
They only done it once, bro. He only done it once, and that was game 2, I think, or game 3. It was 1. It might have been a Charlotte game when we couldn't hit no threes.
Yes, That game is the one that pissed me off that he didn't get more run.
AJ Griffin, right? AJ Griffin come in, he hit 2 3-pointers, and then Nate take him out. So I don't understand. He took Griffin out to put in Hunter to close the game. My thing is this: his rotations make 0 sense at this stage of the season, being it so early. What do we do now? Justin Howard.
My question is, how far are we expecting him to extend the rotation this early in the season?
I'm looking at he should probably be playing 12 dudes.
Yeah, at least early on, so nobody gets a hamstring injury.
All right, y'all. Let's break that down, though, man. It's 48 minutes in the game, man.
Maybe not 12, but
that's what I'm saying. You definitely played Trey to play. You paid Trey to play at least 30 a game. Play 30.
He can play 38. I don't care.
What I'm saying though, you do not pay Trey to play less than 30 minutes a game just automatic. I'm just saying it don't add up to be 12 guys on a consistent basis to get minutes a night. Like, that's not happening, man.
I'm gonna tell you how easy it is for him to play 12. We already play 9 every night. We play 9. Add in AJ Griffin, that's 10.
But those guys need a rhythm. They need to lather up, especially shooters.
Then you could put in AJ Griffin, and when I say play these guys, I'm not saying they need to be coming in playing 20 minutes, 10 minutes here. He could have been playing Frank Kaminsky when we was getting our ass killed on the boards, but.
That's not even fair to the rotational guys that you asking to just be paying 3 minutes, bro. I rather dog. I'll wait till somebody get hurt and I can play.
I think everybody's comfortable with it. I think the players are comfortable with the way the rotation is. I'm just saying, with a guy like AJ Griffin, he can be a spark plug the way we expected Jalen to be last year, where he could just come in and give us energy plays. Because if you think about it, he's a good enough shooter to where, if he's on the court with DeJounte Murray, John Collins, and DeAndre Hunter, he's not going to be guarded where he's the focal point. That's going to let him do his little natural basketball moves where he gets open and he finds the places to go and makes good cuts.
It's a good problem to have, man. My bad, Lou, but it's a good problem to have, man. I like AJ Griffin too, so I'm definitely not denying that. He looks to be a little, has the ability, something to what Chauncey was saying about him having the legs. I noticed that in preseason one game. His stroke looked good and it looked online, but everything kept being front rim. It looked like he didn't have his legs. I don't know if that's the case still right now, But yeah, it's a good problem to have. It's just that y'all, I don't know. Again, be patient a little bit because I feel like we went through the same thing with JJ and JJ playing now or whatever. Let AJ go through the thing or whatever, and then Justin Holiday's not going to be here next year most likely, and that's AJ.
No, I feel you, and I still think we criticize his team, but we 3-1.
No, I mean I get everybody looking at I get it.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you that right now because when Bogey come back, the minutes from Justin Holiday finna go down a lot. Him and Aaron Holiday, Bogey gonna take.
I think Aaron gonna get the same minutes because he's a primary ball handler when he come in the game.
Point guard.
Hey, will we get second half Clint Capella the whole game this time? Because we blow him out if that's the case.
Well, Capella got to play with some energy and passion.
Yeah,
he want to be an all-star, man. So yeah.
I thought he said he was trying to be all defensive team this year or some shit.
Bro, he said a lot of stuff, bro. I mean, more power to him. I hope so. He do, man. We'll be a pretty good team because last time we were pretty good. Clint was up there, statistically speaking, with the other bigs. So, I mean, we need it most definitely.
He not even double right now.
He played. He had critical minutes down the stretch, man. I mean, right now I'll take it. I don't know. I mean, I'll take it. He can give us that fourth quarter effort, and Onyeka come in and do what he normally do. I just hate Onyeka is so small. I would love for Onyeka to be 2 inches taller.
Yeah.
I mean, but hey, that's just how the genetics came out, man.
Hey, didn't we have that guy in Jock Landale?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about the Jock Landale. I mean, Jock. You got to think about it, man. Certain players will fit like a glove with certain systems.
Players.
And he probably just fitting like a glove with them.
You don't think he would have fit a good over here?
I'm not saying he wouldn't have fit here.
He probably wouldn't have got played though.
Nate. I guess we all know this. Nate kind of old schoolish, and he gonna operate because he operates just like the teams in the coaches in the 80s and the 90s operated.
Which is what I don't like.
Say it again now.
I don't like that for the longevity of the teams. Like I felt really comfortable when we had Bud as the coach. No matter what the decisions, I was like, all right, he's going to get a system in play, and you're going to have an identity, and I like that. Right now with Nate, he's just too old school, too robotic, and it's like there's like the NBA is moving past him. Like I watch other teams, even like Charlotte, the way they're able to implement these matchup differences is amazing. Like 2 or 3 passes, guys wide open, and we don't do that at all. I don't understand it at all.
You know what? I was saying this the other day. If you just watch league wide, it's not too much difference in the offensive philosophy for the 30 teams. It appears to me everybody's crutch is the pick and roll. And if your primary ball handler or your playmaker can beat the guy off the pick and roll, he gonna do one of 3 things. He gonna either take it to the hole. If he got a mid range, he gonna stop and pop. In Trey's case, he gonna try to throw the lob, and then when all else fails, kick it out to somebody who done ran to a 3-point line. That's just. I mean, to me, that's just an NBA-wide thing. You got some teams that may swing the ball a little more than others, but to me, everybody got the same offensive philosophy. Kind of similar to what's going on in the NFL. Just about 80% of the teams are running some variation of the West Coast offense. That's what's going on in the NBA. Everybody just really they crutch is the pick and roll. Or when all else fails, go to the pick and roll.
Chauncey, any teams, any other teams besides the Hawks impressed you?
Cleveland, Portland just dropped their first game. I'm very shocked at Utah. Utah playing well.
How about New Orleans?
I'm not caught off surprise. I'm not caught off guard by them because I think we all expected the Pelicans to take that next step this year. I'm surprised the Lakers look as shitty as they do, even though we didn't expect even though I didn't expect them to do what their fan base expects of them.
I think it's let me say this real quick about them. I'll let you continue. With them, it's a combination of they played really good teams and Russell Westbrook took some pretty bad shots, but like they're not playing that bad, and they found a few gems. I think by the end of the season, if they can find a way to trade Russell Westbrook, I think they'll be okay. I think they'll get into a play-in and see what's up.
Trading Westbrook ain't gonna do nothing. What's that supposed to do?
He carry a big wallet, boy.
What's that supposed to do? How does that help the Lakers by trading Westbrook?
I mean, did you see that shot at the end of the game? There was he said he tried to do a.
Did you see LeBron? Did you see LeBron shooting numbers last night?
Yeah, but that's after 3 games. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, don't nobody care.
Anyways, Chauncey, go on. What are the teams impressive? Fuck the Lakers.
Luke.
Yeah, I got you. What's up, Damon?
Addition by subtraction. It could be addition by subtraction.
That's what I think. I think that would be a big thing.
Why is that going to help guys? Because you're not going to get nothing good in return for him. That's the thing.
I think
you think right now, Lou, right now, if they had Buddy Hield instead of Russell Westbrook, you think they competing for a title?
I think they're competing in the playoffs. I mean, and it's not a fucking treacherous. It's not a horror show.
And this is Laker Nation. This is not Atlanta Hawks. They don't care about the playoffs. Their goal is to go for championships.
They need Kevin Huerter.
That's why they got
Red Velvet's doing his thing though.
Listen. This is what they need to do. You need to trade Anthony Davis. The Lakers need to blow it up. You trade AD. You could get at least 2 good young players in return for AD plus some picks. Okay.
You gonna throw Russell Westbrook in there too?
Let his contract expire this year, right? That's off the books. And then let LeBron leave, right? Now you got 2 young players, you got all your cap space, and you got your picks. Now you can go into free agency. The problem with the Lakers, remember the plan was what? AD to take over from LeBron. LeBron still putting up better numbers than AD, and he playing more games than AD. So the whole shit is a shamble. Get rid of AD ass, man. Westbrook, you could trade Westbrook, you get Miles Turner, and you get Buddy Hield, and you still ain't gonna beat the Warriors. You still not.
Ain't nobody giving them no 2 good young players.
Exactly,
Mike.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Mike, real quick, who would you like to see AD on? Would you like to see them on Brooklyn with KD?
Bro, I don't care, man. The Hawks
he gets Kyrie and Cam Thomas. Would you take that?
What?
They ain't traded over.
What I would do?
I don't know. I don't know who them people are.
I would dangle AD out there. See what team want. See, it's gonna be a team that just need that type of a player, and I'll make them have to take on Westbrook. I'll do just to get off that contract. I'll make them take on.
They can't take the money, Chauncey. That's Westbrook.
You big old guys.
Chauncey at 40. Westbrook at 47 million. AD on max money. They can't take that.
Woo.
He's damaged. Why?
Ain't no team would take any of that stuff, anyways. They stuck. Fuck the Lakers.
Lakers done for, bro.
Yeah. Who else, Chauncey? Who else impressed you?
Like I said, Cleveland, Utah, Portland. Hell, the Knicks are 3-1, right?
Knicks look good, unfortunately. They look like they got all the pieces.
All the teams impress me, man. It's just some good
basketball. There's a lot of good basketball going on.
I'm not gonna mention none of the usual suspects. We expect Milwaukee to be good. Okay, we expect
the Lakers.
We expect Golden State to be good. Phoenix, we expect those teams to be good. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Washington. Washington looking okay. It's just a lot of parity in the league, man. Hey, it ain't gonna be no cakewalk. That's what I'm trying to tell some people in the fan base, man. It ain't gonna be no cakewalk. I don't know why folks get so uptight and get so bent out of shape. It ain't gonna be no cakewalk. Every team we play, we may not be considered a top tier team. We may not consider to be a Brooklyn. I ain't gonna say Brooklyn, a Boston, a Milwaukee, or a Golden State or Phoenix. We may not be considered to be on their level. Toronto's good. Miami went to the finals last year, but
Celtics went to the finals.
Boston.
We got enough on our team to where teams gonna get up for. Teams gonna get up for Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. It's just that simple. And then now the light bulbs seem to be coming on for Collins. I made a bold prediction last week. Now you want to give me a hug. I said this is an all-star season for John Collins. The Hawks can contend for a title with him right, because we know Dre gonna do what he do. Dre gonna give you a solid 17 to 19 or 17 to 20. He gonna play better than average defense. Clint gonna do what he normally do. Clint gonna, as long as he stay out of foul trouble, he stay healthy. He gonna defend and rebound. Don't expect much offensively from him. Trey and Tate could easily 25 games in be the best backcourt in the league, if they're not the best backcourt in the league right now. JJ done showed me that he can play some basketball coming off the bench. Yeka gonna always be good for his 10 to 12 off the bench and play a little hard, tough defense. The Holiday boys, they right now they up and down, but it was a good game for the younger Holiday last game. We waiting on Bogey to get back, and like y'all said, man, probably just sprinkle in a little more playing time with Kaminsky, AJ Griffin. I also got Tyrese Martin is a personal favorite of mine. I would like to see him get in certain situations where we run into a team that's hot, been hitting their shots. That's another nice wing defender for you.
I have a question, Johnson. You just brought something up, Mike. You earlier said something about they have the rotation. It wouldn't be fair to the guys. But what if we run into a team that's taller and we have the luxury of putting in a Kaminsky instead of Justin Holiday for a couple of minutes, just to make our team taller and still kind of get kind of the same spacing. Would you play around with these type of lineups? Like if you have the proper defensive matchups? Like that's the thing, is like you can employ these guys differently.
If it makes sense, yeah, I do it. But I mean, say for example, if I I don't know, most I mean, this is what normally happens, man. If they ain't been doing it, they not gonna do it. In a sense, that has to be the game plan coming in. Is what I'm gonna say. Like if you notice that he's not part of the rotation and playing like from jump or something like that, don't expect it to just happen later on in the game, or something. I just feel like it's just unrealistic for people to kind of expect that. I mean, it may happen at times, going in playoff game stuff, but even then, though, that's gonna be the game plan. It should be the game plan. If anything, that should be the not saying that okay, he should have did that coming in. You're playing a bigger team, then hey, Frank should be part of the rotation tonight. Then, so I'll say that much.
Well, okay, so I got a question. Let's get specific about this game. What do you expect to be different? Because this is kind of playoff, you get a little series here. So you just played them. Okay, so you need to give Bogey less space. He's got he's not as quick, he's definitely lost a step, but he can shoot. So find someone that can give him less space, right? And then with Cade, keep him out of the lane. I mean, the kid's good. What are we trying to do with Cade? Put Hunter on him and just exhaust him?
Well, see, the thing about it with Cade, I noticed something the other night. It was him. It was Cade, the other boy that kind of looked like him, and that powerful that kept doing dumb shit. To me, he took him out of the game with a lot of his dumb shit.
Livers?
Not Livers is the guy that looks kind of looks like Cade. I'm talking about darts.
That was
dude. That's some.
But at any rate, I noticed on all their drives, they was getting away they was getting away a lot with that push off. They was pushing off a lot.
Yes.
And then I noticed in the fourth quarter we kind of turned the tables on them, and we started doing to them what they was doing to us, and then they started flopping and shit. Really, honestly, man, if that Bogdanovich dude don't get hot, we blow them out.
Do you expect a blowout? The line was 10 last time.
But he been playing well thus far for them, so I don't know. That's necessarily as a if. That was that's like what's part of their team. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a if certain players on our team gonna go off.
He hit some tough shots. Now he was open a couple times, but he hit some tough shots.
Good.
I always liked him, so maybe I'm biased. I wish we got him here. But
it's
I always liked him.
is not only his shot making, but his decision making with the ball.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a
he passes
playmaker
it.
too.
Yes,
Yeah, he's definitely
yes.
a playmaker as well. He can run things or whatever. I'm definitely a fan of
Okay.
that bogey, the other bogey.
I expect I expect the Hawks blowout tonight. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm believing in my team a little bit too much, but I expect the
That'd be
Hawks
big.
blowout tonight
I'd be
because
happy.
You know, what I would like is a stiff arm game, a game where we stay up around 10, where you look up at 7, sometimes it's 13, sometimes it's 10. You know, like just a stiff arm game where we're like, you know, they do their thing, but we just constantly are making the buckets and making enough stops to keep them at arm's length. Like when it's time to buckle down, we do it. We take the possession seriously. That's what I'd like to see.
bring that fourth quarter energy to start out the game, and just stay out of foul trouble, and you can get that 10-point victory tonight. Again, the Hawks done showed that scoring the ball is not really a big of an issue, minus Capella. We're gonna score the basketball, so it's just all about getting stops, and we just gotta consistently get stops. Wednesday night we got stops at the right time. That's why we
Exactly. That's why I like.
We got stops at that one sequence where Capella, he was all over the fucking place down there, but he kept fighting for the board, and somehow the ball found its way in the basket. Ain't that a damn shame? Clint, he can accidentally make a shot better than he can on purpose. But hell, we'll take it.
Clint was a beast, but he still can't make shots, man. Like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, again, man, when we brought him in, that's shit. He ain't never been that. He ain't never been that guy. He did the same shit for Houston. He just had younger legs with Houston. He rim protected and got rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just younger legs without minus a couple of the injuries. But you got a young stud in Okongwu that can come in and cut his minutes down. I still would like for us to go out there. Hey man, if them guys still free agents, man, I still say we need to take a stab at either Whiteside, Thompson, Howard, or Favors. One of them 4 guys. Another body, and Favors can give you a little bit offensive. Whiteside and Thompson and Howard ain't gonna give you too much offensively, but Favors will give you something offensively. I don't know if Boogie Cousins been signed. Boogie Cousins got a nice body on him, and
When you talk about offensive, though, there's centers that can make layups. You know, there's players out there that just know how to make layups. You know, softness, there's a touch, there's angles, and they've done it enough where they consistently can make a putback. They grab the ball and they know how to wiggle around there and score it in. Capella just doesn't have that, and so we'll get a lot of crazy, almost like if you're at the rec type shots from.
You know what's funny? Capella every year is top 5 to 7 in field goal percentage. Like, we look at the bunnies that he missed, but he is yearly top 5 to 7 in field goal percentage. Maybe it's the lob from Trey. I don't know, but he don't shoot. He also don't take that many shots in a game. So he may catch 4 lobs and then he might miss 2 bunnies and then catch a 5th lob. So that's 5 for 7, or 4 for 6 or whatever. So I mean, and that that's a good field goal percentage.
Who would y'all like to see on our team go get hot, like almost have a career day today? Who do you? What's the candidates? Hunter? You think Hunter could do it? What if Hunter went out there and got 28 tonight?
We win by 30 or more. Because
what do you think might that impact?
Oh, I mean, a career night. Hopefully, I don't know about career, but it would be nice to see Murray get his shot going.
I'd like to see him get his shot going. I'd like to see one of our rotational guys be a reason why we kept a team at arm's length, like somebody alluded to earlier. I'd like to see either Johnson or one of the Holiday guys. If it's my guess on this second night of this home and home,
Aaron,
expect McMillan to expand his rotation to an extra player. Expect expand his rotation an extra player. Probably it probably be Griffin. I'd like to see what the foreign kid can give us too. The guy we got from KC.
Do you think we've been relying too much on Aaron Holiday as far as like if he does well, like we do pretty well. If he doesn't, we struggle to get buckets in that second.
You still got Trent Forrest over there. He can dribble.
And also, do y'all notice that the Holiday brothers play really well together?
Yeah, they should. They should.
That's what I'm saying. That you can see, like every time one passes to the other, the shot's almost butter.
Yeah, they should. They were good. They were good pickups. They were good pickups. I would have loved to have still had Kev and DeLon in that rotation because they were they familiar with them. But the holiday boys, hey, they'll do. I mean, I get it, man. You had to pay Dre. John started year one of his contract. Trey started year one of his contract. So, hey, it's a lot of money being shelled out. And you already know a Bogey making 20, Clint making 18 to 20. So, I mean, it ain't too much money to go around. It ain't too much money to spend.
Hey, with that right there, Damon, who do you think on the team is going to get traded before the deadline? Do you think anybody is? Who do you think the guy is?
I would say Clint Capella.
Is that from hope, or do you just have you looked at the team and you think that's the best candidate?
I think I'm telling you, man, something don't look right about Clint Capella, man.
You're not the first person to say that either. Somebody asked me the other night, what's wrong with him? I said, shit, I don't know. But they said it don't seem like he getting the lift or whatever. If you move Capella, you got to bring something in here to replace him. You can't
look at everybody else. That's something don't look right about it. I don't see the energy. I do see he gives spurts of energy. That's why people was like, yo, we need more of that fourth quarter Clint Capella. What about the first three quarters? Because something ain't right with him, man. And I think, and realistically, I think that's the only place we can really
improve.
Yeah, affordably, you know.
I noticed Nate sit him a lot in quarters 2 and 3.
Bro, something not right with this dude. He hurt. Something wrong with him. Because I don't like him, but last year he played for effort than what he doing this year. Really, this nigga said his goal was to get to the conference finals. That dude, man.
Mike, if hold on, Chauncey. Mike, if you could trade Clint Capella for anybody, who would it be?
Man, I don't even too much want to go down that road. I wanted to trade him last season for Sabonis.
But just
stupid.
Would you still do it?
I mean, I would, but the Kings ain't finna move Sabonis a year later.
Be realistic. Just who do you think would fit this team the best? No holds barred.
I would have loved Sabonis, man.
Still?
Yeah, but
out of everybody in the league, just not AD, not nothing.
For starter wise, AD, I don't want no parts of AD, man. He can't stay healthy, bro. No.
What if we had to give up? What if we had to give up Clint Capella, Jalen Johnson, and AJ Griffin in a pick for AD?
I just said I don't want no parts of AD.
If I'm giving all that up, I'm going to get a dog back. You can't just send me no puppy. If I got to give up Clint Capella, AJ Griffin, and Jalen Johnson, Donna gave up 2 first rounders and a potential defensive player of the year candidate if he plays like he did in quarter 4 last night. So you're going to bring me back something. I would say a more realistic move would probably be try to bring somebody like Rashawn Holmes or Harry Giles or somebody who's gonna go down in that paint and, like you said, if nothing else, can hit a layup and can bang with them other bigs. Because when we start playing them wide body motherfuckers like Jokic and Nurkic and Valanciunas and Embiid and Towns and that's where Clint gets
in that case, you ain't named an American yet.
Gobert ain't American. Adebayo Adebayo is a load. You know, hey, you know, Clint gonna get in foul trouble, and Yakin gonna be too small. That's why I said we need. That's why I said we need to go out there and get that extra body. We need to go out there and get that extra body. I don't care what the person do offensively. I just don't want us to look too small and be getting and team try to play bully ball on us because that's the only way they can beat us.
So Chauncey, you were already on this tip. So what's a sneaky move that we can make that you think is kind of just on the low for the second unit?
Knicks probably wouldn't give him up, but I love Mitchell Robinson.
Oof, I know. God, that'd be perfect. We had a chance to draft him, and I was like, "Yo, we got Mitchell Robinson. We about to draft him." And then, sure enough,
we took Spellman over him, and he was the first.
I was pissed.
He was like the first or second pick of the second round. Spellman was the 30th pick of the first round, and Mitchell Robinson was like the first or second pick of the second round.
Yeah,
that's the point of Mitchell Robinson.
I know.
Hell, right now, I'll take what was the dude? What was the big we had that went to Maryland that played at Maryland?
Bruno.
Yeah, actually, I think he would be nice on the roster now. But I think we had a chance to get him in the second round too, and we traded that away.
I'll take Lynn right now.
Yeah, me and the brother talking about that the other day.
I'll take Lynn. I mean, hell, that's a body that can bang in the paint, and hell, Lynn kind of learn the outside shot a little bit. I ain't saying he's the guy that'll fix our problems, but I think the Hawks, looking at the makeup of this roster, need to make small tweaks. I don't think it's necessary to go out there and make a big splash. That's just my opinion. I don't think they have to go out there and make a big splash. I mean, if a splash comes about, then you're going to do what you got to do, but just understand and make it a big splash, you're going to have to give up. Is Jalen Johnson and John Collins the front line of the future of the Hawks? Yes or no?
No. What?
So if you saying no, whatever, if they can make a big splash and end it and found a way to keep John Collins, Trae Young, and DeJounte Murray, I say do it.
Honestly,
I'm not saying I don't care about everybody else, but yeah, I say do it. If you can keep them three, I'll live with it. If that big splash is like another legit star.
Let me ask you this, Mike. If we're not a development team, why not keep plucking good players from San Antonio, from Phoenix, from from Toronto, from these teams that develop these guys? And then when they're not ready to get paid, we bring them over here. Because if we're not going to be a developmental team, I think we should try to trade some of our assets continuously, because we aren't developing these guys. You could tell that every other player gets development situational basketball. I don't know what it is, but it always seems like our guys are slower at Phil. Like Trae was a special person. He wasn't going to let our lack of coaching and guidance, slow him down.
Answer this for me real quick. Who developed Kelly Oubre?
Not us.
Washington.
Well, whoever developed them also too ain't keep them or whatever, or care too much about developing them. If Washington developed them, I mean, I think he got
developed when he went to Golden State. I think it was obvious. He went to Golden State, learned how to play basketball.
Well, and Golden State ain't keep them either.
Because exactly. Those are the type of guys that we need to find.
No, well, my thing is, I think I don't know. I think people slightly put put too much into some places developing players. I'm not saying that's not something that should be looked at. You're right. Places do it more though, but literally all these players in off seasons, they don't do stuff with their teams, man. They have trainers who don't work with certain teams and stuff like that, and that's who they working with and everything. So, I mean, I'll say that just like our draft look, sometimes, yeah, bro, we just keep having them ones that don't want to go work and develop. It look like John Collins is, turning into something, turning in a corner. We hope Drake can do it and everything like that. But
I think he can.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know. It's just they pros, and like every offseason, man, these folks, like I said, you see it. They go and literally I mean, all the pros do that. Like all the sports, they go and work on their game and their craft. They're literally not with their team.
I think a splash move it would probably have to include Dre Hunter. And I would hate to see him go because I actually think he probably the most talented. I'm using the word talented. I think he's the most talented basketball player we got.
That's why I named those three, Chauncey, because I know realistically to do it, Dre gonna have to be in it. So that's why I just named JC, Murray, and Trey. I was like, outside of that, I think I can live with it.
I hope Murray stays a Hawk for a long time. I like him.
No, man. Honestly, right now we just dreaming over here. Right now, that core four ain't going nowhere. They got them boys locked up.
Yeah, I mean,
that
they
was
not
smart.
bad contracts though.
You said they got bad contracts?
No, I said they're not. They're not bad contracts though.
Because really, we only got one max guy right now. Trey's the only max guy, right?
So far.
So. Yep.
So
like a true max. Yeah.
When is DeJounte up for his next contract?
A year.
Yeah,
I think we get this season, and I think the next one.
Yeah, he'll be the next max guy.
I'm not. Don't quote me on that one though. Oh
yeah,
look. Hey, I set my lighting up this morning, and the light and the shade was hitting way different, and I've been in the dark the whole time. But now look, I'm back.
Yeah, let's throw out a hypothetical. I'm just throwing out a hypothetical. Let's say shit continue to fizzle out a little bit in Brooklyn. And KD said, "Fuck it, I want out." What would you give up?
Bro, trade everybody but the three I said. I'm telling you, man, if they can figure out to get, I already said it, bro. If they can figure out to do something like that and keep Murray, Trey, and JC, then yes, you catapult the Hawks to like literally contention and like being up there like all the way for sure. And
you're gonna deplete some of them rotational pieces. You're gonna have to go get some mid-level exception guy, but them four cats right there, I'll take them four cats to Afghanistan. Let's go.
All right, Tom Brady.
Bring back the POWs. I mean, but that's just that's just a hypothetical, folks. We not. Please don't. Please.
Step it in now.
We just tossing around ideas. Yes, we know it's just game. We know it's 3-1. We know the season is a marathon, not a sprint. No, we're not pushing the panic button, but we content creators and we analysts as well. So,
well, I like this, but let me put y'all on the hot seat. Okay, so basically, we've traded Murray for Herter. At the end of the game, do you think that is a better? Remember the Philadelphia game. Remember the good points, but like. Do you think Herter would have ever developed into something like what Murray was?
Bro, we ain't trade Murray for Herter, man. Stop doing my boy like that, man.
I'm not saying that, but he's
go show me where it says we traded Kevin Herter.
We didn't have to trade Herter. We didn't have to trade Herter, but we had to give up the minutes, right? Why not have Herter on the team right now?
We flipped Gallo, who's out for the season, for Murray and
John.
For Murray and Solo Hill, and we flipped Herter for the older Holiday and Mo Harkless, and we wound up getting back Krejcik. So we basically flipped Herter for the older Holiday and the Krejcik guy.
I want our Eastern European peoples to chime in and rate Chauncey's pronunciation of that name there.
What'd you say on that though, Demond? What did you ask?
What was the question again?
You said about if Kevin Herter would have basically developed that he was still here, man. If we would saw him go to another level, before I give my answer to it,
No, he won't. He wasn't go to another level, man. I just spoke on this the other day, man. Kevin Herter. I don't know what happened to Kevin Herter with Lloyd Pierce or whoever. But he was way too mentally deferring to Trey all the time with the basketball. When this dude, I always said, Kevin Herter reminded me of like a young Gordon Hayward in Utah. He has the size, what Kevin Herter 6'7". He
Skill.
can shoot the ball. He can. The only thing Kevin Herter really can't do is inbound the basketball. But besides that, he had a package. But for some reason, this dude was not aggressive. He's not aggressive. But you saw when shit hit the fan, that game 7, and he went to work.
He lit up.
There it go, man. There it go. But
I mean, getting in the paint, swirling, laying it in.
I don't know why he.
Oh, shit.
I never understood why he deferred to Trey so much, man. I never understood it.
I think that ultimately got him out of here, man. He did refer to Trey too much. I don't know if that was by design. We're not in the huddle, but
It was.
he didn't live up to what a lot of people. He didn't live up to his potential. Like, to me, he's an immensely talented basketball player. The boy's 6'7", close to 6'8". Got a nice body on him. He can shoot the hell out of the basketball. He has the ability to take people off the dribble. He got a mid-range game. I mean, if you want to put him down on the post on a 6'4" guard, on a 6'4" guard, you can put him down there.
Here's my thing, though. Is like we're not moving the starters don't move the ball seemingly as much.
Let's say, can I give my take on before you go real quick? Because Kevin Herter, I say I'm the only fan of Kevin Herter.
This is about Kevin Herter. You can add this to it. It's really quick.
No. That was saying before you say that, because I might, I don't want you to steal my thunder. So
go ahead.
What I was gonna say is that I would say yes, I think we would have seen more from Kevin Herter if not moved, because I mean, number one, he'd be coming from a bench role. He'll be coming off the bench. He wouldn't be starting. So automatically, and then a lot of times when you did see the best of Kevin Herter, coincidentally or whatever, it was a lot of times when Trey wasn't on the court, because then he had to do something. But then I want to point to the fact that, like, yes, I thought having Bogey would kind of rub off on Kevin Herter, so that when he see like Bogey's just kind of fearlessness to just pull that thing or whatever. Okay. Didn't quite work out that way per se when he was on the court still with Trey or whatever, so Bogey wouldn't necessarily defer to Trey like that or whatever. If he wanted to shoot, he'll shoot, But when Trey wasn't on the court or whatever, Kev would kind of be a little bit more assertive. But I think with Murray, and that's what I'm saying, like Murray being like in a sense a valuable player, MVP of the team in a sense, because it's already proof and you're seeing it unlocking John Collins and getting him up a little bit more. So having this other assist man and playmaker or whatever in person, honestly, Murray, they already say like he talks a lot or whatever. He got everybody ear basically or whatnot. I mean, he shows like some leadership skills, and he shows like really kind of being able to kind of get something out of some others or whatever, even in his play and everything like that. I just feel like you would have seen more for Kevin Herter than what people saw in the past if he was kept. But it would have cost us more money and stuff like that. So I get it money wise.
Bold prediction. There goes bold prediction number 2. I already said my first one is John Collins. If John Collins is an all-star this year. We about to see our first MVP. Trey about to win MVP.
Well, Chauncey,
what?
Yeah, I said it.
What he said? Who going to win the MVP?
Trey,
I don't know. Before he goes into that, I have a question about Bogey, because
we got to be number one in the East for Trey to win MVP. I mean, I'm for it, but yeah, bro, I mean, we're gonna finna have a great record. That's what's up. We'll have 3 All-Stars for sure.
Come on, Damon. Stay with me, Damon.
Hold on, real quick though, guys. Are we expecting too much of Bogey on our Bogey when he comes back from this injury?
I'm finna go, man, because Damon about to ridicule me. I'm finna go, man.
No, I'm not. You, man. I go what? No, man. If it's like that.
Go ahead, Damon.
But I'm gonna get up out of here though, man. I'm gonna check y'all in the comments though. All right, I got to run.
What's
okay.
that?
Y'all keep it going.
You have to be able to close it though.
You say I do, or I keep it up?
Yeah. So if you even, I guess to come back, you just have to close it up. You're gonna have to end the broadcast, basically.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Yeah. All right. Cool.
So
yeah, I mean, I can see that because
I got about 5 minutes.
Just watching him, these first 4 games is like the game looks a little easier to him and less stressful to him. I mean, he cut down on some of them long ass shots, but we already know he ain't gonna do that. That's why I ain't even bitching about it. As long as them long ass shots don't cost us a game, I'm cool with it. You know.
Hey, well, what do y'all think about our little defensive identity that's popping up? What do y'all see about that? I
like
like this.
what I like about it is they give it they giving effort. You give effort. Defense is 90% effort anyway. Even I'm noticing Trey. If you notice, I'm calling him Trey now. I'm calling him Trey.
All right, Skip Bayless.
Yeah. But I noticed Trey staying with his man. He's still getting his ass barbecued a little bit, but you know, but yeah, I'm just curious to see who's gonna guard Cade tonight. If it's my guess, it's gonna be Trey Hunter. Because Cade could get out to either Trey or DeJounte in foul trouble. Because DeJounte, even though he a tough, hard-nosed motherfucker on the defensive side, he thin, man. I looked at it, I'm like, he thin.
He's bulking up. But, okay, so with Cade, though, if he's just going off and Hunter can't slow him down, he starts to make people like Livers and a couple of these other guys even better than what they actually are. So we have to be able to pester, and that's what DeJounte was doing in that second half. I mean, if you go back and watch, he was not letting him do anything comfortably.
That's good. That's good. What you want to? We starting to form a defensive identity. I think the Charlotte game was just a trick-off game.
There was something up with that Charlotte game, and plus, I think Kelly Oubre really plays against us hard every time, no matter what team he's on.
Just hitting, they were hitting their shots, man. They was hitting some. They were a lot of their shots were contested. They shot a few open threes. That's gonna happen during the course of a basketball game. But a lot of Charlotte shots were contested. They was hitting some contested shots. I'm like, and right now we are a pitiful 3-point shooting team. That's why I'm be like, well, we are what we are. We're a jump shooting team. Okay, but our jump shot ain't got to be from 35 feet out, and we know we can't make them. How about cut the 35 feet down in half to 17 and a half, 18 foot, and go ahead on a knockdown 18-foot jumper. Mm-hmm. Right now, it looks like our two forwards look like the best 3-point shooters on the team, Collins and Hunter.
Collins is still scary. He's a lot better, but I mean, it's still like Bam Adebayo shooting the ball. You know, it's like, okay, but I like it better when he's in there banging and trying to get a layup.
Yeah, that was the play he made Wednesday night. Probably was the play that saved the game when he turned the ball over, and he didn't have a pity party. He wasn't arguing with the fucking refs. He hustled back and got the chase down block. That was key.
That was big.
That was extremely huge.
And if we play with that type of passion for each possession, and if we get that more and more as the season goes on, by the time the playoff comes on, with what we already have, what happens in Miami doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Well, I want some motherfuckers so bad in the playoffs, but I got a feeling.
You think they've gotten better?
Huh?
Do you think they've gotten better?
No, they missing something.
Lowry's
there?
No, I'm saying, but his regression.
Yeah, it's about time for him to regress, but he gonna still be Kyle Lowry. That's a tough little motherfucker, man. Like he gets after it. But no PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker was a glue for them. They lost somebody else too. Them other guys can play. We all know Hero can play. Bam is Bam. Jimmy Buckets is Jimmy Buckets. That Strus guy gives them a lot.
Cade Vincent or whatever that kid is.
Yeah, but they
might be missing size.
They're a small team. They're a small team, but they get after it though. They get after it,
and they run their system well.
I just think we stay getting after it on defense. That's gonna be the key with us, man. Keep getting after it on defense.
Well, after this 1 week, what's your early prediction of where the Hawks are going to land seeding wise? Healthy. And we keep this trajectory of playing better and shooting better.
Top 3 seed.
Really?
The reason why I said top
Who
3
else is
seed,
up there with us?
Boston, Milwaukee.
Okay. Boston, they just got good. Like, screw them.
Watch out for Toronto. Philly and Brooklyn, they're gonna be there, but anything they do less than the 3 seed gonna be disappointing or disappointment.
What if they both go through the play-in tournament and end up the 7 and 8 seed? Does that scare the first seeds to have to play those guys?
Wouldn't you be scared of a 1 or 2 seed to have to go up against Embiid
or Brooklyn?
Or Embiid and Harden, and then I have to go up against KD and Kyrie, and I don't care what you say. The light bulb's kind of off right now for Ben Simmons, but the fucking light bulbs come on for that boy. Brooklyn will be a problem as a 6 or 7 or 8 seed.
What do you think is going on with Ben? He's setting a lot of picks. He's trying to do a lot of the dirty stuff. Do you think that's what they've asked him to do, or do you think he's just being normal, timid self?
I don't think about him being. I think some people just overblow shit. It ain't about him being timid. He's just trying to work his way back into basketball. The man was out of basketball for 2 years damn near.
I agree.
So he's just working his way back into basketball, man. Listen.
It's funny how everybody likes to set a narrative, but if you're a true OG truth guy like yourself, you can kind of see through that and see it from the athlete side. I like that.
The boy is incredibly talented. I mean, the question is what's going on between his ears, man. How's his mental? I mean, he
likes playing with KD.
Look, man, this dude is 6'11" with like a 7'5" wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
NBA better hope the light bulb don't come on for that boy.
Who were they just playing where it was late in the game and up top he deflected the ball away?
I haven't seen much of any Brooklyn games this year. I haven't seen much of any Brooklyn games this year.
They've had a tough schedule to start everything off as well. So
I think everybody's got a tough schedule. That's the thing I was saying earlier, man. There ain't too many easy games in the NBA right now. Everybody got. Look, man, the first 4 teams we played got some good young studs on their team, bro. We don't play the number 1 overall pick, 3 straight games? Think about it. We played the boy in Houston. What, he the number 1 overall pick?
He was supposed to be, I think, and then he dropped to 3. Oh, you're talking about Jalen.
You telling me one of them guys on Houston won the number 1 overall pick?
I think Jalen might have been, and then Jabari was the number 3 pick, but he was supposed to be the number 1 pick.
Our second game was against Orlando, right?
And Banchero's the truth.
Okay. All right, we played Charlotte. Then last night then Wednesday we played Cade. Wasn't he the number 1 overall pick?
Yeah.
Look, man, we're gonna be running up on that every night. And boy, hey, have you seen Cleveland's length?
It's same as we saw it last year. Remember, we saw it eye-poppingly at the very beginning of the year when they were supposed to be bad. We were like, yo, that team is not going to be bad.
Now, Cleveland got Orlando's length, but they got some guys who can play too.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, the Donovan Mitchell move might turn out to be a power move for Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, you see, they're not missing a beat after Garland went down.
Oh no,
So. Yeah, man, I agree. The NBA is definitely fun. I definitely have the NBA League Pass this year, not to give them a free plug, but their app is night and day better than what it's been in the past 10 years that I've been trying to use that shitty app. And they give you a lot more this year, so I think that's cool. So I've gotten to enjoy a lot of these games, especially these fourth quarters, and there's a lot of good teams out there. It's a lot of good basketball, a lot of good young guys out there. But man, what you got? Any last words for the prediction of this game? I'm about to shut it down and head on out.
Hawks 124, Detroit 110. Hawks 124, Detroit 110.
Well, you hear it first.
I expect an easier game tonight. They came out. They was playing on adrenaline the other night because they was on the second game of the back-to-back. So now they'd have had to think about that ass whooping we just put on them. So now I think we're gonna get inside of them tonight. We're gonna get inside of them tonight.
I gotta push back. This Detroit team's got. What if Jaden Ivey plays today, and then they have they're starting Duran. What's that kid's name? Jalen Duran. I like him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're springy. They're going to give us fits. It's not going to be an easy game. You don't really think that, do you?
I'm enjoying. I'm not saying the game is going to be easy. I'm saying it's going to be easier than it was the other night, than it was Wednesday. They're gonna come at us because they got scrappy guys and they got some talent. They got scrappy guys down low and they got talent up top. So that could take you a long way. Listen, if this was college basketball, that could take them all the way to the NCAA to a tournament title. College ball, as long as you get good guard play offensively, and then you got your guys in the paint banging and doing their work, you could just really just slow walk your way into a Final Four. But it's kind of the same way in the NBA. Detroit is scrappy down low, and they got some nice guys on the wings and handling the ball. So it's a team that you can't take lightly. You got to go out there and you got to thump them motherfuckers before they thump you. If not, you fuck around, you look up, and we be losing 124-1 team.
That's true. That's how it is in the NBA, man. Well, you got anything salacious or any salacious news to take us away here with?
That's about it, man. Go Hawks. Make sure y'all continue to check us out on NPC Raps over here. My man Lou Star doing his thing. Mike A. Smith. Make sure y'all check out Damon on We Talk Hawks TV on his YouTube channel. You can find me on my YouTube channel at King's Ransom. And you can also find me on Twitter at OG True First. I'm also Sunday on 2 Factor Media Radio. That's 2FM on the Big Bird Game Day Report with me and my man Eddie Carswell. And he is the artist known as Big Bird. Check us out. Go Hawks. Let's get it, man.